Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back with another episode of my One Problem series that I tend to do every Sunday. Today, I will be talking about Power Rangers. I already did Logan. Check it out if you have the time. Then I will have to do Ghost in the Shell, Kong Skull Island, Guardians of the Galaxy, Wonder Woman, and many more. Because no movie is perfect, and also because I love focusing on problems of problems in the movies because it's fun, and I just love that. So fuck it. Anyway, so the problem with Power Rangers, as you already know, Power Rangers was a box office flop. It wasn't a disaster though, but it was definitely a flop. It was not a disaster because people didn't think, people didn't shit on the movie and called it an abomination like they did for movies like Suicide Squad, for example. But it was still a flop because unlike Suicide Squad, Power Rangers struggled to find its audience, and that's where the big problem with the Power Rangers movie arises. The movie didn't know who it was appealing to. Just watch the beginning of that movie. You would think you were in for an entertaining ride, then the movie slows down, then a few humorous lines, then it kind of goes down on a dark road when a teenager gets brutally killed by Rita Repulsa. Then suddenly the third act turns out of nowhere, the tone changes and the movie turns out completely different and adopted the vibe from the 90s series. The thing is, if someone is into what the first half of the movie was, he won't be on board with the third act and vice versa. And that's how you conflict your audience, as they don't know whether they want to come back or not. Personally, I walked out of the theater not knowing whether I liked the movie or not. There were parts where I was completely on board and was having a blast, and then suddenly I was like, did they just change the movie? What am I watching? For example, the actors playing the Rangers and Elizabeth Banks, who played Rita Repulsa, they were in two different movies. Reminds me of the Daredevil movie where Colin Farrell and Ben Affleck were so different in tones that at the end you didn't know whether the movie was supposed to be dark or cartoonish. And guess what? That movie didn't work either. Take Suicide Squad for example. It was a bad movie with a bad story, but a consistent bad movie, which means if there are people out there who love those kind of bad movies just for entertainment, they will show up again and again and again and keep watching it. You either go all out with a dark tone like The Dark Knight or Logan, or go for a lighter tone like the MCU movies, or you can even look for some kind of a balance between both, like Wonder Woman did or X-Men Days of Future Past did. That's how you find your audience. I understand it was hard for them to make a Power Rangers movie people wouldn't make fun of today, but I think they were afraid to embrace the ridiculous concepts of who the Power Rangers are, that they ended up mixing all sort of tones in one movie without balancing the tones. There were literally sequences that felt like different movies, and at the end you couldn't tell whether it was aimed at the Power Rangers hardcore fans, kids, teenagers, or adults. It was not really a mess, like big of a mess or anything like that, but it was extremely inconsistent. The movie is definitely not getting a sequel, even though I would like them to give it another shot. Anyway, I still enjoyed that movie for what it was, but you guys let me know what y'all thought of the movie and what you think and why you think it failed. Thank you as always for watching. See you guys next time. You guys are the best. Thank you for all the likes and all the comments. I really appreciate that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.